Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man, and you know what this is, man. This is the latest and greatest spot for them daily hip-hop updates. And today we're going to talk about Juicy J. And man, Juicy J is feeling himself, man. When I say feeling himself, he's aiming at the throne. Now, before we get into it, you know what I need y'all to do. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let's get it. Okay, so Juicy J is really feeling himself, man. He had to really throw it out there. He feels like he's one of the best, and he wants a versus battle. So Timberland put out a tweet, and he said this. Well, man, let me go ahead and set it up for you guys. For those of you who don't know, or casual fans on Instagram, or casual listeners to hip hop, there's been this thing going on called the Verzuz Battle. Now, these battles have been amazing, man. Some of them have been a little lackluster, but some of them have been spectacular. Now, the best one that we had was just this last week. We had Snoop Dogg versus DMX. It's where two of the greatest artists can go head-to-head. They top 20 tracks, and you could really compare playlist to playlist and see who is the better MC or who has the better catalog. And it is amazing when it works right. And when it doesn't, it's still a kind of amazing, man. It has been gaining exposure each and every time. I think this last time they got like a billion engagements or something like that. I think it was more than that. It was like 1.8 or 1.7 billion engagements. I'm talking about this thing is a success. Now, Timberland and Swiss Beats run verses. So Juicy J jumped out the window today. He said, forget this, man. I'm going to aim at the top of the top. He told Timberland, after Timberland first posted this, he said, what's the next verses online? Juicy J responded, Juicy J versus Nas. Yeah, I'm not joking, man. Juicy J wants some of that Nas beef. Now, if you're like me, you're like, what in the world? I mean, let's think about it. Nas' style and Juicy J's style of music are in two different generations, and they're just two different styles. I don't know how this would sound, as a matchup, because a lot of the people who have been going against each other, let's say like Jadakiss versus Fabulous, they've collaborated with each other on tracks before. They've got a similar type catalog. And even two opposites. You got DMX and you got Snoop. They've got longevity in the game, but they still have a grittiness to their style where they had, these awesome hits that are still timeless to this day. So it made sense. But Nas versus Juicy J? Okay. But Juicy J is determined. He wants Nas. I'm like, man. Now, Nas has one of the best hip-hop albums ever to me, Illmatic, top to bottom. I can play that album from top to bottom. There's no skipping on that one for me. And there's only one feature on there, man. Dude, it was his first album, too, so that's what set his career up for success. But, man, dude, that album is amazing. But towards his later career, he kind of stuck with that same style and sound, man. You had the Firm album, you had It Was Written, you had a lot of Nas projects. You had Stillmatic too. Nas has a lot of albums, man, and a lot of hits to pick from. But his catalog is, man, I put it on the pedestal, dog. It's something that I say he needs to be going against somebody in his pedigree. Not to say anything bad about Juicy J. Juicy J is dope. He's got banging production. He has a very long-standing career. He's still relevant to this day, where Nas is kind of faded to the background. Nas is doing shows at the Kennedy Center and stuff like that. Black tie events, bow tie events, stuff like that, man. So it's just different. It's just so different, man. I don't even know if Nas would get out the bed to do a versus battle, man. It's like asking Jay-Z to do one, But, Juicy J has a right to feel how he feels. If he feels his catalog is up there with Nas and he can beast him, I'll say this. Especially with the younger generation, folks who are younger, they're going to love Juicy J's songs more than Nas. Nas is your quintessential boom bap rapper. Line here, line there, punchline pop. There's structure to it, Where Juicy J, a lot of heavy bass, a lot of chanting, a lot of Southern drawl, man. He's just a different type of artist, man. I don't think it's a good matchup. But I am not the professional at making these versus matchups, Even with the Caribbean matchup, what was it? It was Bounty Killer versus Beanie Man. That made sense, you know what I'm saying? Even though they were prior enemies, that made sense. I just don't see Nas and Juicy J making sense, man. Y'all help me with this one. But, you know, Twitter had to react, so let's get to these tweets. All right, so you saw in those tweets, man, a lot of people pulling for Juicy J. They saying he will eat Nas's lunch in a Verzuz battle. I was like, wow, man. I mean, I know Juicy J is a Southern great, does a lot of amazing things in hip hop, still relevant. Amazing production with him and DJ Paul, 3-6 Mafia. You can never forget that. That's the secret weapon right there. And I wasn't thinking about that before. Man, they got some UGK classics with 3-6 Mafia. That'll be good. Maybe Juicy J needs to just pick somebody else, though, man. I like to see him go against another Southern artist, man. Maybe somebody from Memphis. Who knows, man? Who knows? Who knows? But, man, this ain't about me, man. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Y'all think that Juicy J will take Nas and destroy him in a Verzuz battle? Or will Nas even get off the couch and lift the remote to even look at the TV and see what's going on out there? Now, to be real, man, I don't know, man. Do y'all think Nas will win? I know there's some East Coast cats who be pulling for Nas. Now, with that, this been your boy Big Man. Please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button. And do me a favor and make sure to hit that notification bell. And make sure when you hit it, it says all, so that way you get these alerts as soon as I'm dropping this hotness, man. And with that, we out of here. Peace.